We're picking up our bus. We're really excited. Everything's got a clean bill of health. The bill was about a half to to a third of what I expected it to be. So I'm all smiles. So everything's good. Just waiting for air to build up, and we're gonna head out. Might take a bit of getting used to figure out these brakes because apparently I only had one before, so now they're all adjusted. I should have four. Should have that quintessential bus wheel as I stop on the road now. We'll see. Anything?
It's just been a very interesting experience to never sign anything.
Oh yeah.
And then just get your bus back fixed after, like, this is how much it is. Okay, here's this much money. Okay, here's your keys. Okay, bye. Like, I'm so used to, like, mounds of paperwork, and I kind of want it, but at the same time, like...
Whatever.
I could ask for it from Steve, because, like, he doesn't even know. He just hired Steve to do the job.
Right.
That's it.
He's
and
the best
Steve
around.
I trust Steve, so, like, I feel like we're good. And it looked good underneath? You looked underneath?
I got a video of it.
Okay, cool.
There we go. So there's the fix. JB welded this up and rebolted it to its bracket right here. So no, this shouldn't bounce around on me anymore. So it's all bolted to the engine in two places now. We're good to go. Hopefully it doesn't look like it's leaking anymore. So good stuff.
Don't hit that car or that other car. Okay? See those cars?
I mean, I wasn't moving very fast, so.
No, it's gonna be fun. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Super ready.
Yeah, Caitlin.
We don't have any way for you to contact me. Are you okay? You know where you're going. Right?
Yeah, we know where we're going. I'm good.
I'll turn my hazards. I'll flash my hazards if there's something that you need to pay attention to. I won't be able to obviously tell you what it is, but like, yeah.
All right.
I love you.
I love you. We didn't get far. They're right there. We're right here, and there's a bunch of traffic there because of road work. Oh well, same road work we had on the way here, so it was to be expected. Bus is running great. Looks like we've got our oil pressure's good. That still seems a little low, but maybe it doesn't work. Who knows? We're leaking coolant.
I think so.
So our oil leak didn't stop. It's kind of a drip, 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 drip situation here. And that's really unfortunate because our $1,000 fix is now going to have another $4,000 on top of that, and we don't have that money. So I don't know what to say. Caitlin, we can't afford the other fix now.
Is that the only option? Is that what he said? He didn't say that he could.
I mean, if there's nothing he can do, then yeah, we can't afford the other fix. Like, there's not, you know, we don't have $4,000 now.
No. I mean, we need to talk with him because I mean, we paid for what we paid for because of what he assured us.
Right.
So I mean.
But I mean, at the same time, though, like.
I mean, there's only so much they can do, but I don't know. It needs to go back regardless.
Yeah,
so let's bring it back there.
We're taking it back. All right, give me a kiss.
I love you.
We
will figure this out.
Hey, Steve, this is Brandon. Hey, I just sent you a couple pictures.
Yeah.
Do you mind taking a look at those real quick?
Hold on. Hello?
Okay, so the big one, that was from before we took it to you. The little ones are just as we pulled it into the driveway. So it is substantially less, and it stopped a heck of a lot quicker. It's not leaving as much. I want to get make sure we're clear before we drive it back. Of what is.
Just check. I would check the oil.
Okay, just see what the level is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's got oil in it. You should be good to drive back.
Well, I'm not. No, it's not that I'm just curious if it's 100% necessary, or if I'm just misconstruing what it is the small oil leak you were talking about was going to be.
Let me ask you real fast. When is your plane here at Los Angeles?
When is our 2 weeks from now? We're looking at leaving.
Okay, cool. So just take it back and drop it off. I want to take a look at it. If that patch that I put on it is leaking, obviously that's not going to work. I'm going to go to plan B, which is probably going to involve ordering a special soldering rod and
Okay.
trying to weld this aluminum piece.
Okay.
Okay? I'm not going to leave you guys hanging like that and then get broke down if possible. Like I said, I was working last night. Just the vibration and the torque and get broke loose. I'd rather it happen now.
Well, absolutely.
Instead of then.
Like I said, I just want to be sure that this isn't the small leak you were referencing and saying that it would be manageable. But you do not believe that that's the case.
No, it's cool. Like I said, just take it back and I'll take a look at it.
I mean, you don't believe that this is the small leak that we would have
This
after,
is-
because you had said the mend wouldn't 100% fix it. We'd likely still have a small leak. So this is a bigger leak than you expected.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That's
And either way, I want to double check it.
that's fair. I just wanted to make sure that that was the case.
Yeah.
It'll be there in 20 minutes.
Leaking at all.
Okay. You didn't think it would leak at all then. Okay.
I mean, maybe a drip here or there, like maybe when you stop or something, but not like a drip that you're leaking.
Right. Yeah, and it's dripping out. So.
You know what I mean?
Right. Alrighty.
It'll be there in 20 minutes.
Yeah, we'll be there in about 20. I don't know when you're gonna be there or not, but
I will be there till probably to look at it tomorrow morning.
tomorrow morning. All right. Cool.
All right?
All right. Sounds good.
Reason is I'm just freaking buried today. I'm behind and kids are down my throat.
Is it pouring like the same? Out of the spot like you had on video last time?
No, it's not the same.
What is it?
I don't know. It seems to be coming from further up here. Hold this if you could. No, I guess. Wow. I keep getting on my hair. So it seems to me now that instead of coming from there, it's coming from back up there.
I can't see the second blade. I'll be there in just a second. Okay, point again.
So instead of coming from there,
Uh-huh.
where he fixed it,
Uh-huh.
it seems to be coming from up in there.
It's not coming from the place you fixed it though.
No. Doesn't seem like it. But I mean, we dripped all the way up the driveway. Said we dripped all the way up the driveway.
So basically, this isn't performing how he expected it to. When he tested it out yesterday, he said he didn't get any leaks. Didn't really expect us to have really much of any kind of leak. You might have heard him say, except for maybe a drip when we stop, but not while we're driving. So he has advised us to bring it back so that we don't have catastrophic failure down the road, which is obviously ideal that we don't have that.
Yeah.
I guess he won't be able to get in to look at it until tomorrow, which is unfortunate. I guess we're on his schedule now.
Do you know?
I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna cry. Stop pointing that thing at me. Stop it. That's enough of that.
We just dropped our bus off again at Red Lion Automotive. Unfortunately, the quote-unquote mend didn't really fix the problem. It seems as if, I think it just found other problems. I think it just forced the oil out different spots. I think from what I'm looking at,
without knowing a ton about what I'm looking at, just some basic theory knowledge, it looks like that gasket in the crank, that case that he's talking about, looks like the gasket's leaking.
And it's just going to be from every different part, that like wherever we plug it, it's just going to leak from somewhere else.
Right, it kind of seems that way. Because it doesn't really seem like the same spot. I think what he did fix the problem.
Fix that problem, yeah.
Just
I mean,
once
that
we got
makes
it under
sense.
load, but I mean, it seems severely underpowered. The brakes didn't seem any different, which is I didn't necessarily expect that. But yeah, it seems severely underpowered, and on the way back, we pegged out it got up into the red on the temperature gauge, and
For our oil. That's never happened. No matter all of our leaks, all of our traveling, all of our not knowing how the fuck all of this works, it has never done that to us, which means that this is worse than it was when we dropped it off, which really sucks.
Yeah. So
we'll find out sometime tomorrow what's happening. I have to now tell my parents that no, we won't be moving back into our house. I have to tell my body that it's not gonna sleep in its bed. And we just have to keep going. Don't get to do any of the things we wanted to do today.
No, we do not.
Guess I will go to work.
Yeah. So it looks like, worst case scenario, absolute worst case scenario, we can't afford the fix, which it's kind of looking that way.
I wouldn't bank our money on that yet, because he said something about
he
a couple different ideas.
He might have an idea, but the real, to dance around the problem might be foolish. So, the real fix to the problem would be to replace that case so that it doesn't, so that it just isn't, there's no question on whether or not it's fixed. We actually fix the issue. So
we sell the generator.
Yeah, we could sell the generator.
The
maybe
big generator.
Get like $3,000 for it, maybe.
Even if we get 2, that'll pay for this fix with the money that we have. We don't have 4, but I think we have 2.
Right.
So I think that's a better idea than selling the bus in its
Well,
totality.
Regardless, it could take forever. We probably wouldn't even be able to sell the bus, but who knows?
Not this time of year.
We might be able to, and it might.
If it was gonna sell this year, it would sell within the next couple weeks. If it doesn't sell this year, we'd have to wait until at least April. We could start selling it in March, but we won't get good money until April. And
I know.
I can't fathom what people would offer us for that.
Right.
We'd put it up for $25. And that's far under what it's worth. Far under. In terms of the bus itself, plus what needs to be fixed in the bus, plus all of...
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, the air. It's really hot in here. I know that, what those cars were worth way more than we got for them. And if we're going to do the same thing with the bus, we're going to get
market.
10, if we even got a person who is willing to give us 10. And I'd rather living in a parking lot than that. Never move it again. I don't know. I have no idea what our fucking plan is.
Don't get upset about it. Our plan is move west.
Yeah, I know.
If we're not going to let our bus get in the way of that.
No.
If we can't take our bus west, we don't take our bus west.
That's true. Yeah. I think the small contingency plan is selling the generator, and I guess we go from there. If that's not going to work, or not going to cover it, then I guess we have to figure out what we're going to do. Because we can barely afford to drive there right now in this car, with our stuff, with just a couple bags packed, no belongings. We'd just barely be able to get there. Do nothing there other than get jobs.
I think we might have $4,000 left.
Total?
Or maybe $4,500.
With the stuff you put away?
Fine. That's with the stuff I put away.
Yeah.
So, I think I've got $2,000 upstairs.
Still upstairs, $500 in your pocket.
$600 here.
But we don't want to use the rest, so that's what we have. We have $2,600.
Yeah, but I mean, if we have to, like,
Yeah.
we use $1,000 of it to get west, and then we use the rest of it to find land, and we just settle down immediately. We don't even need a bus. We just need to get there.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it'll be rough. It'll be rough. For sure, we'll have to find somewhere close to a job. We're gonna work jobs that we don't want to work, and have to bust our ass. I mean, it's either that or we stay here and do the same thing, get another apartment, and just start all over again.
No.
I mean,
I'd rather drive.
right?
I'd rather drive and live out of this thing than
Right,
have another
that's
apartment.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting at. So like, we're not going to let our bus breaking down get in the fucking way. We're not putting this off any longer. If it turns out that we can't do whatever, then we, you know.
Then we got our live in the bus.
But yeah, we've lived in our bus for a year now. We'll still be the bus bums. I'll hold on to that fucking forever. Like, there's no chance I'm letting go of that. Like, it's.
I'm not ready to give it up. Haven't done what I wanted to in it. I want to live in that bus somewhere other than 20 minutes from my parents' house.
Right.
We're finally almost there. And it turns out that somebody made a extremely detrimental mistake a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's not even our fault. Well, it's our fault for not getting it checked out, but damn, you buy a bus from someone, they say it's fine.
And they'd already had our money. I don't know why they needed to not tell us everything. I mean, the guy obviously knew what was wrong with it.
They'll tell us it's a small oil leak that'll never really have to be checked when you're the person who fucked something up. It just really sucks. I like living in my bus. I've never been comfortable in a space as an adult other than my bus. We're not getting an apartment. Live in a hotel.
What if we have to get an apartment out west?
Live in a hotel. Same fucking price, if not cheaper.
Right.
I've learned that from DoorDash. Plenty of people live in hotels. Lots of people live in hotels. And lots of hotels aren't hotels. They're apartments with like 3 rooms that they rent out on a nightly basis.
Really?
Yeah. There are a lot of places that, like, I saw an ad for one just the other day when I was walking in. There was a poster of like, hey, come live here. And I was like, I thought this is a hotel. And I looked closer at it and it said like half of the building was apartments and the other half of the building was hotel rooms that
They
you could.
did weekly or
And
monthly?
they did monthly. Yeah, it was you signed a contract. Yeah.
Oh, really?
But then they also had rooms where you didn't have to sign a contract. You just stayed monthly or weekly, and you left whenever you wanted to. And it was just an extended stay hotel, but your apartment. And there are I've delivered to a lot of people who've made themselves more at home than you would if it wasn't your apartment. On your phone call with Steve, when are you guys leaving? 2 weeks. He seemed to respond to that as if that was the time frame he had to fix this. And I don't think we're welcome here that long. So, I guess we go inside, tell Dad what's going on, and see if he needs anything, and I gotta go to work. Because that's the only thing that'll actually further anything at this
I've got to
point.
figure out the computer so I can get these videos going.
I agree. So that's where we'll break for today.
Okay. Let's be smiles.
Yay!
Everything's not lost.
Figured out.
Not yet.